Killing manipulation. On the 7th, I sent a letter to my boss asking her to pay my super, because it appears she hasn't paid even 1C into the superannuation account, even though I've been working there for 1 year. She has probably been siphoning the money into her own account by mistyping the superannuation member number and putting it as her own superannuation number. It's been raining, so hopefully the letter won't get saturated in her letterbox. I'm not looking forward to the anger and wrath that will be directed towards me after she reads the letter. In the letter I stated that if she doesn't resolve my superannuation issue, that I will take it further with the ATO. More about Jack. I realized that Jack is a narcissist just as I suspected. He makes up lies and strings me along, pretends to like me, then won't even have sex with me or anything. He's trying to make me feel worthless, break me down to his level. I prayed last night for God to help me get out of here. He is so toxic, he's draining my positive energy and my confidence. I bought a vegetable juicer, so when that comes in the mail I can focus on my physical health, which then might help my mental health from this situation. I honestly think he tried to baby trap me because he wasn't happy when I took the morning after pill, and he's been punishing me ever since. He can't communicate effectively with me, and I have already dealt with men like that, and I don't want to go through it again. I've asked God to protect me from the negative energy and mind games, and to send me an angel into my life to help me out. I don't understand why Jack wants me around his family, but acts like I'm nothing at home. He also doesn't text me back anymore, and ChatGPT said he's likely using me. What I'm going to do is focus on myself more, and do what I want and transmute any anxiety to God, because this too shall pass. I prayed to God that he can heal Jack's heart from darkness and pain from his past, and to help him get off his ADHD meds, because he is so strange when he's on them, and especially when he takes more than he should. It reminds me of someone who's on meth. Anyway, hopefully God will break all his strongholds. I want to ask Jack if we can clear out one of the rooms so that I can have my own space and independence. He keeps putting it off. It was the original deal of me moving here, that he would clean out a room for me so I can have a room to stay in. Today is the 9th of July, and this morning I was peacefully studying for my course, when suddenly there was loud banging on the doors of the house. It was Jack's ex's father. He banged on the doors and windows. I was scared, thinking it was my old manager, who lives on the same street, so I woke up Jack and told him to answer the door. The ex's father came to collect a few things from the ex's pile of stuff in one of the spare rooms. I'm hoping the ex's father comes and collects all the ex's boxes and stuff, because I want to have my own room. Hopefully I will have my own room soon. I watched a few videos last night about how narcissists can withhold sex from their partner, to punish them, and to control them, also to slowly dump them. I don't want to be controlled by a narcissist again, so I'm going to try and fight for my freedom in a peaceful way. One step at the time. It is so strange that Jack is punishing me in that way because I gave him compliments. I do all the cleaning and cooking. I do the food shopping as well. I just don't know why he resents me so much. I've literally done nothing wrong except be good to him. Jack sleeps in his computer chair and on the couch sometimes and says he's coming to bed, but he doesn't come. Another thing I want to mention is Jack has had a sore shoulder for a while now. He wouldn't let me massage it. He paid to go get a massage. I was happy for him, but he looked resentful towards me because I was happy and not upset. The only person he's hurting is himself, because I can see right through it, and I happen to like my own company anyway. It's a bit insulting though, because I am beautiful, and it feels like I'm wasting away being here. I always wanted a man that appreciates me, but I don't think that's going to happen, because of all the men I've dealt with. It makes me think that there are no good and healed men out there who can appreciate me, and not play hurtful mind games. I don't need sex from men no matter how good it is. I can look after myself in that way because I know how to take care of myself, and my eyes are open to emotional abuse. In the course I'm doing, I must do role-playing for a scene where I have to deal with communicating with a client who has a hearing impairment, but I need another person, as the second character, to make the video and upload it. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I don't know many people, or anyone, that would participate in my study activity. I hope I pass still by pretending there's a second person. Jack is going to Perth tomorrow, so I'll do my roleplay video when he's not home, because it will be awkward with him here. He is going to Perth to see some of his family and his mates. Knowing that he's a narcissist and has been withholding sex from me wouldn't surprise me if he has sex in Perth with someone. We are not together anyway, which is good for me because I can use that in the argument to get my own room. I have been praying to God for a miracle to help me out of this situation. I was praying so much I started ugly crying when asking for God's help. Today I killed that big black widow spider in the shower because it was freaking me out. It hung out right next to my head. I killed it to protect myself from harm. I don't care if Jack gets upset about it. He probably won't notice, hopefully. I hope he thinks it's just living in the gap in the shower where its little home is. Poor spider had a slow, horrible death. I sprayed it and it wouldn't die. I was nude and started getting cold when waiting for it to die. It crawled around heaps and crawled onto a face washing cloth. I sprayed it again and got my hairbrush to knock it onto the shower floor. I squished it with a bottle of moisturizer, then washed the spider down the drain. I splashed water onto where I sprayed fly spray to remove evidence of residue from the fly spray so that Jack won't get suspicious. It's now 7:47 p.m., and I have a lot to say. Jack was packing his stuff ready to go to Perth tomorrow when he got a phone call that his nana isn't well. He decided to leave tonight. He had a shower, then received another phone call that his nana has passed away. My condolences. He's now on his way to Perth. He briefly hugged me before he left. I noticed the lounge room camera is plugged in and on, which I've taken photos of for evidence. I think he's going to spy on me because he won't be back until Sunday. I tried to unplug it, but it seems stuck for some reason. Even if he spies on me, there's nothing to see or accuse me of because, for starters, we are not in a relationship, so if I brought a guy over it wouldn't be classed as cheating. I wouldn't do that anyway because I only deal with one person at a time. I was wondering before if me killing that spider made Jack's nana pass away. I really hope not. I looked up what the spiritual meaning of killing a widow spider means, and it means that I killed manipulation. I was being manipulated by Jack, so maybe I killed the spell he had over me. I sure hope he's not spying on me because I've got to do that role-playing for my course tomorrow, which may be quite humiliating for me. The other thing that happened tonight was I reported my old boss again to the Fair Work Ombudsman. This time I won't retract my statement. I told them about all the dodgy dealings my boss has done and still is doing. I told them in the statement that my old boss Carrie paid juniors of 13 years and above in cash for a few reasons: to avoid reporting the amount of workers working for her, to avoid paying WorkSafe if anyone hurts themselves, because she doesn't have insurance. She also pays them in cash to avoid the tax man, and to underpay them, which is one reason a lot of them left. I also reported to the Fair Work Ombudsman that Carrie was not paying the award rate, employees not being paid casual loading, being kept as a casual for a whole year before I quit. Also, not paying public holiday rates or weekend rates. I also mentioned that Carrie claimed to have paid super, but I haven't received even 1C into my super account. I mentioned how we don't get breaks, let alone paid ones. I also told them about the bullying and how I quit because of it, even risking being homeless because the bullying was so bad. Another thing I reported to the Fair Work Ombudsman is that Carrie has been using cheap out-of-date kegs and selling them as other expensive beer. The patrons can tell the difference in the quality, and a lot of them go to the other pub because of the overpriced and flat beer. We will see if anything comes of this report, because I feel quite let down by the Fair Work Ombudsman and Fair Work Commission. I didn't even get an email back from the Fair Work Commission about the mold incident. So I have little faith. But I still have faith, because good always wins in the end, especially if you believe in God and a higher power.